offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here comes a handoff.
That being hard.
As a first down gain moves the ball to the 40.
You know, offensive linemen, to a certain degree, they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
I can't play with that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Catch made down inside the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to get the throw off. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
What's he talking about?
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launcher, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball for 31.
Oh, of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Yeah, you told me you were going to stop, but when you got somewhere, you were at
the shotgun running play call. Solid gain, moves the ball with a 37.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful. Let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him
certified
where he goes 5
kid.
yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big game. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these next couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Okay.
There's the
handoff. You're supposed to as a youngin.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
Get in, no, come on.
Just short, the defense
Come on, youngin.
up now. It's first and goal.
Come on, youngin.
The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
You got to finish patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
But do you see my nigga just trying to celebrate,
exactly why it's so tough to defend this offense, and especially
no,
this
I didn't do that on purpose.
We can see here, this guy's ability to run the option. He can pitch it, or in this case, run it, keep it himself, put 6 points up on the board.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Kier, your mother is talking to you.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Boy, you don't listen too well, do you? But you understand Hulu's not an option right now, right?
He'll be stopped short.
We got to talk to you about it every day. We got to repeat ourselves every day. Okay. Your mama told you 2 days ago Hulu wasn't an option.
And the South Carolina
and we asked her if she could put the pass on there.
They moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They'll run it to the right side. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive
just wait a
yards by
second.
lowering his pads on
Are you in the middle of a game?
Right there.
Handoff heading left. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now.
Oh, you tackled
him
forward.
Across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you gotta love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback.
Mommy just told you.
This time,
but listen, you gotta use your listening skills there. You just told.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 41.
Gotta get it? No. Fail. Say fail.
The key on a third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. The quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
The Gamecocks are on the move here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick
Come on, bro. That's so crazy.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts him up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one.
Ah, come on, man.
23. That's solid coverage. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
South Carolina, 10. Michigan, 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Damn it.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock.
Food is good. Thank you.
Offense 5. Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield.
Good catch,
Pickup. An explosive game. Big play moves the ball inside the 40.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Like a little bit. I couldn't play like that.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
After this game over.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 15.
Down, my boy.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That throw.
Wolverines churn out another first down.
What do you say?
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
That sounds like some real leadership shit. That sounds like what a real leader would say. Nah, we just went down the block, beat up Jimmy, Tommy, and June.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find.
It's gonna be peace from now on.
Play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they're trying to punch it in here.
Get in here!
He runs it in for the score.
Oh.
Touchdown, Wolverines. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back.
Yeah, that
on a
connects
mission
from
to
Russia,
get into the
China,
end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Is it Iran or Israel? Wow. Window open.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5.
Resources.
He steps out at the 21. That's when they'll start the drive.
Yeah, it's gonna get expensive to live, to breathe, nigga. Like Oda, except for me.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge with the pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very...
Oh! Is caught for a big game. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates
He should still connected. No.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Man, fold his ass up.
Play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
I ain't never ate chicken with a fork. I am today. Real nigga shit.
And the Gamecocks with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. And this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up.
With your food here.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
God trying to tell you, eat your food. Is that your sign?
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Don't get it, Tony.
1st and 10 play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down.
Oh my God, that was so open.
Big play made them
So
one of the
open.
senior
So
leaders
open.
of this defense.
Well, you got to do a
They wouldn't
better
let me
job
cancel
with
that
your
play
fake as
action.
a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Give me that. Oh, you keep dropping the ball.
Been a big game,
Bro.
but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
You can't be serious. Like, I mean, you can't be, bro.
Offense facing 3rd down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Deep shot caught out at the 20.
95.
Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
For the stride is
First,
crazy.
the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
I will one day.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. The lead is now 21-17.
Here. Don't start another game after that. Hurry up so you can finish your food. Are you out your game? Are you in creative mode?
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out.
Oh, okay. Are you in can you pause it? Hurry up. You gonna stop using
And the South Carolina offense is
there you
back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
That white boy fast.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them,
He was
I'd keep
moving,
going
wasn't
to
he?
that side and see how much more success they can have.
Hitting the left and
Gain
right.
moves it to the 35,
Doing the
first
hood,
down again.
the heated juke moves.
And the tailback's got it again. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases.
Take it in, put it in the sink. Put it in the sink. Put it in the sink.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
What's the directions? Why is it leaking? Can you get a paper towel and wipe that up, please? Yes. Yes, you. You're the one that dripped it, even though you may have not meant to.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Hands off to the left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Oh, here comes the reverse. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up. Not here. Receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense.
Here,
and the run
here, your phone's ringing. I don't tell you that.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Whatever the fuck is going on, and then got pissed at it themselves. It don't.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but pick will set up the offense at the 35.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Catch made on the right side.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass caught, second down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Long enough and good. And that puts them back on top.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. Heavy pressure hit as he throws. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Boy, Chris, I just love this throw by the quarterback where he sees that he's got a one-on-one matchup, puts the ball out in front of the receiver where he can use his speed to get underneath it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Did you just order one? Literally like 20 minutes ago?
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep.
Come on, brother.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking right. This one caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that short completion. They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Bro.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Single back, takes the handoff.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Gamecocks have first and 10 here. It's a run to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, this wide receiver is so dynamic. Any chance they can to get his hands on the football, they try to do it. Instead of throwing it, this time they hand the ball to him, and the defense was a little bit surprised there. Some good positive yards there in the red zone.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on a screen now.
Come
And
on.
they're finally able to stop him. The great
Oh,
execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense wraps him up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line.
Oh,
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Ball carrier tackled there. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Down home possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Wow,
oh, what?
Hit tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running game is working. Let's stick with it on 1st down. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
What a game for this offensive line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming down in Milker.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Just much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks expect to be able to run this clock out and claim the W. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. We're able to get him down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
No, Sandy.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.
Send your ass on your life and get the fuck out of here.